Alrighty, everybody. This is your boy Maiwand here at Dash Radio. Today we got another Compton killer in the house. I should say. I shouldn't say that. We're gonna get some people in trouble. But a killer on the motherfucking mic, Longè2k.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, bro?
Nice to meet you, man. It's a pleasure to be here, man. I heard a lot of good things about you.
Hey, man. I've heard the same, man. When they submitted you over and I'm checking out your records, the first thing that caught me, I was like, oh shit. He can really write, like your lyrics. I really like the songwriting, but then you go back and forth between rapping and singing.
Yeah.
So what would a Longè2k say he is, a rapper or a singer?
I would say I'm an artist.
I like that.
I'm
Great
gonna say
answer.
I'm an artist. I'm gonna say I'm an artist.
Yeah. Don't put a Longè in a box.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this right away. All right.
Yeah, I would say because that's a hard decision. You know, I feel like nowadays in this game, like you gotta have both. Attributes. You know?
Absolutely.
I think they make you better. Yeah,
100%. And it's different than like, I mean, even back in the days, bro, like when you listen to a lot of classic rock and roll, them dudes didn't have like classical voices.
Yeah.
But they would sing.
Right.
You would you know what I mean? Kurt Cobain didn't sound like Elvis. Like he didn't have a classic voice. And in hip hop now, we found that range where like you don't have to have a traditionally classic voice to sing your ass off and make like anthems.
Yeah. For real.
I gotta start this interview off Longè. I'm saying it right, Longè.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's square this away for all the fans who want to watch this, because I'm the most exciting thing about this interview, bro, is you haven't even started yet in my eyes.
Right.
As like an artist.
Yeah. Just
like this is ground zero.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't wait to see where it goes.
Right.
So let's start with the name. It's a Longè2k.
Yep. Longè2k. And my first name, my real name is Longè. But my artist name is Longè2k.
Okay, it's Longè2k. Okay, so your real name's Longè.
Yep, I just gave that to you because, you know, we cool.
Yeah. Now 2K, where did that come from?
One of my best friends passed away, and my brother, and it stood for Two Kings. And they passed away in the same year, months apart.
What are their names? You mind asking?
Trav and Quentin.
Rest in peace to Trav, rest in peace to Quentin, man.
Respect.
You
Appreciate
do it for them, bro.
Yep.
You do. I actually love that because it might hurt, but every time you see that 2K, you remind yourself why you're doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it made perfect sense because I'm like, dang, Two Kings. And then I was like striving to be a football player. So I'm like, I'm balling like 2K. You know, so it's just like, it just made sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I just had it there and I was just like, I'm going to add that on there. No,
I love it because, you know, Pharrell and them have a band, NERD, where they say no one ever really dies. And what they always said is that you don't die. You just like, you live on through the things you've done and through the people you've influenced.
Your legacy, yep.
So you said Trav and Quentin?
Yes, sir.
Live through you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Rest in peace to them both, man. I'm going to start this off like I do. We already got into it, but I give every artist I interview an album. It's hella weird, bro, but I got a crazy album collection upstairs. And I was talking to your boy about some artists that you like, and then I found the perfect album because I'm like, you played sports?
Yeah.
And I feel like in this music game, you know, you're just getting off the sideline. You know what I mean? Like your number got called. Coach is like, yo, we need you on the play.
Right.
So I wanted to give you, where'd it go? J. Cole's sideline story, bro.
Shit.
I
Damn,
appreciate that, was your shit, man. That's my original joint from whenever.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I really
know you fucked with Cole,
this.
and the other reason I wanted to give that to you is you went to college.
Yeah,
right.
I wish they made guidelines on how to get up off the sideline.
You know,
this shit resonate with me, man. This is
I wanted
important.
to give that to you, man,
I appreciate that.
Cole's one of the first artists that kind of wore that on his sleeve. Like, yeah, I went to school.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason in hip hop, people would hide it.
Yeah.
I would always find out after, like Plies. Like Plies has an incredible degree.
Yeah, 2 Chainz too.
You know what I mean? But hip hop would kind of hide that, and Cole was the first one.
To come out and like be openly like, "Hey, this is what I do."
College. This shit's dope.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that, man. You were playing football, right?
Yes, sir.
And you got a football scholarship?
Yep.
Oh, so you're nice.
Yeah.
What did you play?
I played wide receiver.
Oh, so you're fast. You got them hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
you look kind of like a strong safety.
Yeah. I played safety, but I was just more so like flashy at receiver.
Okay.
So like it stuck with me more. So like,
who would you compare yourself to in the league?
People used to say I play like Dez Bryant.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Dez Bryant.
Okay.
Like aggressive,
aggressive,
still flashy and like passionate.
Okay, I fuck with that. So did you play all your years in college? Like, how did that go? How did that end, or how did
I basically, because I'm originally from Compton and Watts, and a couple years I had moved to Texas, and I came back out here to LA, and I wanted a scholarship, but I didn't have one, so I basically had to enroll in junior college, which is community college, and I played for the football team, and then I had to work my ass off for like 2 years, and then I earned a scholarship. I started getting attention from other schools. My school was ranked the #1 in California, and then I was ranked as like one of the best players in the state.
But when you went to Texas, you were in high school still.
Yep.
So damn, you were really good.
Yeah, so I went to Texas to play, and then I came back.
Yeah, because if Texas recruits you in high school, you're nasty.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was, I wasn't recruited to play there. My family, like, they from there, and then I just went out there and played. Okay. And then, like, but then they started, like, teaching me, like, so much. Like, I like, got up on game of football. Like, it literally took my skills from, like, 5 to 8.
Yeah, because that's a football state.
Yeah, 5 to 8. So when I moved back, like, I was ready, and I was focused. Like, and then it was just, like, I just went head first and started grinding, and then I earned a scholarship to, like, a bunch of schools, like Syracuse. I started getting recruited by a bunch of different schools, like Temple. Bro. Yeah, just a bunch of schools. Yeah.
Good for you. And then you, well, hey, I want to point something small out right now. Longè, you could have capped. You could have said, yeah, they recruited me. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Nick Saban came to the crib. And so I'm going to say is, at least for so far, you don't cap. And I fuck with that.
Nah, I ain't no cap in my rap.
With that. Yeah, man. You know? And then you got injured, right?
Yeah.
What happened with that?
So it was my pro day. And like all the NFL teams.
No, on pro day you got injured?
Yeah, all the NFL teams was there. And I literally, like, I was at like the 30-yard line, and my hamstring, like, I just blew it out. It was almost like a blown tire. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, it just
and like,
happened.
It just happened.
A freak accident, right?
Yeah, it was
no
a
one
freak
tackled
accident.
You or nothing.
Nah. So pro day, like, everybody's watching. It's like everything's going good, and then boom, that happened. So like that started it, and then like I was supposed to go to camp with the Colts, and I didn't end up making it. And then after then, I went to some Canadian camps.
Yeah.
And then from there, I played in what is it called? Arena Football League.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Let me say something, man. And the haters on TikTok in the world are gonna forever look at that and be like, "Oh, he didn't make it to the NFL." Yeah. Do you know how fucking hard it is to make it to a Colts training camp? We can actually take a step back. You know how hard it is to make it to a college to play on that team? Bro, salute to you, man. You're a fucking athlete.
I appreciate
You're a real athlete.
For real.
My oldest brother played at Berkeley. He was strong safety.
Oh, yeah?
Back when Marshawn was there.
Oh, yeah?
And he tore his shit his final year.
Mm.
And because of that, he wasn't able to participate in the draft combines.
Dang.
And then what he said, it's so hard after that to really get in.
Yeah.
He's like, they're really, he explained it to me, like they're looking at the dudes from college.
It's windows. It's certain windows. Yeah. You got to get in that window or else you're going to get left behind.
Hey, as weird as this is, man, I think it was meant to be.
Yeah.
I think you're where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how did you pivot? How did Longè go from the field to the studio?
So, like, I basically always, like, express myself through music. That was always my go-to. Like,
so
when
you
I
made music when you were, okay.
So, like, I wasn't, like, really in the studio heavy. I would just write. So, like, if you look at my phone, I got, like, 3,000 notes of, like, songs.
Oh,
but they date back to like 2014.
I'm about to airdrop that shit to myself. I'm about to back up this phone, y'all. We leaking tonight.
So like, it really like happened when I used to write poems about girls, and then that was my first thing. I used to love write poems about girls, and then my brother passed away, so I had no way to express myself. So I was like, all right, damn, like, how do I express this? Yeah. So I just started writing about that, and then the first song I ever made, it actually went viral on Twitter, and that was about him.
Distant Homies?
No, it was called Eastside.
Oh, okay. My bad.
And I put it on Twitter, and it went viral, and then like a bunch of people like recognized it. Like,
how did you know it went viral? What was that moment like? You just what was that?
I knew it went viral when, so like, if you know like all of like the YouTubers like Zayas and like they're like super big now.
Aiden Ross.
Yeah.
All these cats.
So like it was a few of them that like that was in 2018. They were retweeting it like, bro, who is this kid? Like this kid is like next up right here, and then a bunch of NFL players, a bunch of like NBA players, like NFL coaches.
Who showed it to them? It just happened? Like
It just got retweeted. Like so, a bunch of like my friends from like USC, UCLA, some like people I know from like all over LA, that football players, like from my age group, they retweeted it for me.
Wow.
So once they retweeted it, their followers seen it, then their followers seen it, then everybody who retweeted it, So I had like 15 people retweeted at one time.
So that was the first track you put out to the world.
Yep.
This motherfucker went 1 for 1. Listen, man, I would have just retired and been like, yo, I never flopped in my life.
So it gave me like the confidence to really like do music, like, cause it was like instant, like, and everybody was like, wait, this kid is from LA, like, who is this?
Yeah.
And then like I'm just like, all right, I think I could do this.
Yeah, that's when you knew.
I knew.
So then, what's it been like now? It's been 2 years since then.
And I was still playing football then.
You were still playing football?
Yeah, I was still playing football then. I wasn't really rapping. I just made a song.
Let me ask you, if the injury doesn't happen, you think you're here?
No.
Rapping?
No.
And do you have any regrets about that? Like, do you wish that would have worked?
I think I would be making music, but I think it would be more like, it wouldn't be as recognized because I would be solely focused on football. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
Like, I just think like sometimes you got to choose one and you got to master one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So like I would have mastered the craft at being a great athlete in football first, and then maybe a couple years like creating a label for like younger kids and stuff to like inspire and help them.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think it's meant to be, man, because the thing about music, nothing wrong with football, but you're going to be able to impact a lot more.
Right.
One of the things that kills me about football, bro, is NFL players you don't know their face because they wear the helmet all day.
It's not like basketball.
It's not at all. So like every NFL team, you know 3 people. Yeah. You know, like Aaron Rodgers, Deontay. If Aaron Jones, the 3rd best player, I'm a Packers fan, walk down the street, I want to know.
Yeah, it's true.
I met dude. I would not be able to recognize him. So I think for your legacy, for Trav and Quentin, I think hip-hop and music was the outlet to go. Yeah. And I'm going to say this is going to be fucked up, but thank God you tore your hamstring, dog, because we got you now. The West needs you, man. The West needs you. I was telling you before you came in, there's a generation of West Coast rappers that I admire you guys. Yourself, Wale the Sensei, Jason Cash, Blast, Bino. I mean, I can go on.
There's a lot of new talent that's doing really good out here.
Talent. Yeah. Did you come up with any of them? Did you know any of them prior to blowing up?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know any artists.
Okay.
Like I kind of paid attention, like, and I listened to them, but I never knew them personally.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody.
Have you met anybody since you've blown up, or you had your viral moment?
I'm gonna say Kalan.
Oh yeah.
Kalan. I met one take.
I forgot to mention Kalan. My bad.
Yeah,
Kalan for real, man.
Yeah, Kalan is a real genuine dude, cause he kind of similar a little bit, like
he was
from the same city and like he played football too. So like Kalan like put me to the side. I want to say like maybe like 2 or 3 times like we met.
Oh wow.
And he like was like putting me up on game, like this how this go. This what I had to do, like just stay down and.
That's a beautiful thing, because he's almost like his career is just like a year older than yours. Or a year or 2 older. You know what I mean? So that's dope that he hands these lessons like, yo, this just happened to me. It's gonna happen to you soon. Yeah,
and he really a genuine dude. Like he wasn't a person like when you go up to him, he like, oh nah, I don't talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like he was really like he embraced me like, oh what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? And then like he know some of my family too. So we just kind of like just hit it off, and he just he was really showing like hella love.
He was here like a month ago.
Yeah,
I used to work closely with his cousin Joey Fats. So when I saw him, I was like, "You're Joey's cousin," because Joey would always be like, "Yo, so cousin on the rise." And whatever. He mentioned Kalan once. When I met him, I was like, "Damn, that's a cool dude."
Yeah, he is solid. He's a solid individual.
Shout out to him.
Solid individual. Yeah.
So who are some of your inspirations that are, at least not people you grew up like listening to, but your sound? What do you think inspired your sound?
I'm gonna say one of the people that really inspired my sound was Meek Mill, just off like putting your passion and a story into it.
Okay, because you don't sound like Meek.
I know,
you know what I mean?
But I love Meek, and he got me like Meek. He inspired me to use my voice.
Oh yeah.
So like I really love Kendrick and Cole. Like I really love them in storytelling and diving deep into your stories. Yeah. I feel like as I like level up and really get into being an artist, I want to get to that part of my artistry, because that's kind of like my first nature.
No, you kind of are. Like I want to say it's packed in the rental. Yeah. Right? That's what it's called. It's a story. Yeah. You know what I mean? In a sense, you're talking about like the street stories. Even on Distant Homies. You're sharing what you do, you know? So you already kind of craft your art after them.
Right. So it's dope. Just and I feel like Meek, he just, when he used to do a lot of freestyles back in the day, he would like give me like he'd be like dream chasers, and like that made me like, oh, I'm chasing my dreams, like. And then he had Lil Snoop, and Lil Snoop was like my favorite artist.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Lil Snoop. So like that like taught me like I always used to freestyle. So then I just listened to Meek.
Yo, this is beautiful. Like you're the first artist I spoke to that was that inspired by Meek. Yeah, and I think that's beautiful. Yeah, and I hope this video clip gets to Meek. Yeah, because it's important for him to know. Yeah, like because Meek's only been in the game 10, 15 years, so he's already inspired new generation artists.
He definitely inspired me, and like Meek, and then I want to say like Dirk. Yeah, Dirk. Okay. And Dirk, hey Boogie.
Dirk, yeah, man. Like I fuck with Dirk heavy, and them Chicago rappers scare me.
Yeah, they
that whole Chirac shit scares me. I have a homie who lives on the good side of Chicago, invited me over. I said,
it's still crazy, huh?
No. I said, I don't know where the airport is. Man. I don't know what side of town that airport's on. Chicago's crazy, man. So, has your music taken you out of LA yet? Have you been on the road anywhere? Toured?
Not yet. I feel like right now, like I'm just now like getting my like feet wet and like learning like what to do and stuff like that. So like this last song that I dropped was like really becoming like this artist and being focused. You know what I'm saying? And then I started working with different people, and more people got interested. I started building a team. Yeah. And like now that we like building a team, like everything is going in the right direction.
There we go, man. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. No, I saw a lot of the people like what I look for in an up and coming artist. First is like the music, how does shit sound. Secondly is like who's tapped in with that artist. And I think I saw like DJ Head you were tapped in with him and like other cats from the West. So I knew like you're in the right room. Yeah. So like even if your music would have been dog shit, I still would have chopped it up with you. But your music's so dope. Like the second I heard Packed in the Rental, I was like, oh yeah. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, he got it.
A lot of people like that song.
Yeah. No, they're all good, even On Go.
Oh yeah.
And you got 4 songs out on Spotify, if I'm correct. And all 4 kind of have their own flavor. Yeah. But if you were to say one of those 4, which one will the rest of your music sound like, you think? Or is it always going to be evolving and changing?
It's going to always evolve and change, but I'm going to say it's always mainly probably, it's going to stay fun like Paxton the Rental, but probably like business or distant homies, like storytelling. And like so that I could touch more people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like I feel like a fun record is gonna be good like every now and then, but like I really want to touch a lot of people.
Absolutely.
So like all the music that's coming soon is like music that people can really relate to.
There we go.
We
need that.
And they can really like listen to, but it's still gonna have like that vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? Like so like a kind of like how YoungBoy is. You know, YoungBoy make great songs, but like he say some stuff you really could relate to. So yeah.
No, and I feel that. You know, I always tell people like the fun radio songs are almost like candy. Yeah, like you gotta give us some candy here and there.
You got to.
But those soulful songs are like those veggies. Yeah. That like sometimes you're not going to an album for that, or you don't want to hear that shit, but then like it really
touch you.
You know, like as I've gotten older, the message on Dr. Dre's 2001 has like slowly become my favorite song on that album. The one where he talks about his brother who passed, and it's like that. You know what I mean? The vegetables are what stayed, good all these years. Yeah, so I love that your goal is to make music from the soul. And I mean, I can just make the assumption because you grew up in Compton, you were on the cusp of making it to the NFL, but I imagine Longè, you've been through some shit.
A lot,
right?
A lot.
Your brother. Yeah. You know what I mean? Is that him on your channel?
Yeah, it's him right here.
So I'm imagining everything you do is for him now, right? Yeah. On his name? Hell yeah, man. Was it older or younger? Older? Yeah. He's watching over you, bro. Yeah. And like what's so beautiful is that what you did in engraving his name in your name is a beautiful thing, bro. Yeah. Because you're gonna see yourself on billboards. Even when you're in here and you see that 2K.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Him. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so I know he'll be going crazy if he's seeing that.
Yeah, he did see it, bro. He's up there with Nip right now. Like I told you, fam. I told you he's gonna make it.
Man, that's real.
So let's talk about what's next. You dropped 4 singles, right? You did a remix to On Go, if I'm correct?
Yeah.
What's next? What's on the horizon? I know Packing the Rental is still fresh.
Right. Yeah. So like, really, what's next is putting together a good body of work and putting out an EP soon, like to really get people like listening to like all those songs on one tape. You know what I'm saying? Because people hear like. They hear like little spritz and gammers like, okay, yeah, he good, okay, but I want to hear something like that's consistent. Yeah. So like my consistency and being an artist is next. Okay. Song after song after song after song, staying consistent.
Absolutely.
And making a great body of work so where I could like really captivate a legit fan base.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Your music speaks for itself, but then when you actually like dive deep in the lyrics and look at everything you've been through, like there's a lot of people in LA that can resonate.
Yeah,
I know a lot. Even the story of athletes. Yeah, people don't fucking realize, man, how hard it is to get to that point. Yeah, my between me and you, my older brother was fucked up for years after that. Yeah, his whole life he was like, I'm gonna make it in the league. Yeah, he was starting. Everything was going good. Tore his shit mid game.
You go through like almost like it puts you through like a depression phase.
Do you feel like you got depressed after
that?
that?
After I was.
No, I imagine.
It put me through like a bad time. Like it started like messing up my relationships. Like a lot of things. Like
and it's important that you speak on this. Yeah. You know why? Because the way Meek Mill's passion inspired you, and he's like coming through in the raw.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Right? This is gonna inspire the athletes who are on the cusp and who might not be able to make it. Because that's okay. Like not every artist makes it. You know what I mean? Like Quincy Jones was an artist at one point, and he pivoted to the back scenes, and that's where he fucking took off. So that's important, man. I think it's important for you to be vulnerable. How did you get yourself out of that depression or that funk, we should say?
I'm gonna say like I just got in my bag, man.
You got in your bag?
Yeah, I got in my bag and got out my feelings, man. Hey, for real, I just had to wake up like, man, life is real.
Well, what advice do you got for somebody at home who's in it? Who, whether it's from sports, maybe they just got let off their job, who feels like they just lost everything?
I'm gonna say the best thing to do is, like you said, be vulnerable. Don't live in denial, and take it day by day and really like focus on what you're becoming. And notice that and understand that like no matter who you are in this world, you are just as important as you are as the person that you thought you would become when you failed at that. You know what I'm saying? So like if you failed at something, like it doesn't change the importance of who you are. You know what I mean? Just because you're not in the NFL or in the NBA, it doesn't mean that your life here on earth isn't as important as theirs.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So like
I love that.
Sometimes like you feel like everything is stripped away. You know what I'm saying? Like when I came from going on flights to my football games every weekend, and then like coming back to the city and looking at, you know, like Watts and Compton on the weekends, like,
you're like, I'm
it
back.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't make it out.
I didn't make it out. You know, it make you feel like that, but then you realize like it's beauty in the struggle.
Absolutely, man. What a beautiful thing. Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, man, we're gonna struggle regardless. Yeah. No matter how much money I've made in my life, I'm financially stressed. Yeah. No matter how much success I had in my life, I feel like I'm fucking up. You know, so I think that's a beautiful thing that you understand. Like, appreciate the struggle, right? Acknowledge that you're in it, and wake up and get your ass up. You know what I mean?
Keep going, cause like what Nipsey say, like another big person that really, really inspired me is like, you know, Meek say dream chase, and Nipsey tell you it's a marathon. So as you dream chase and realize like you're gonna take L's, and sometimes you're gonna get a dub, but it's always a marathon, so it never ends. You know what I'm saying? Just keep running your race
and keep that Nipsey thing in mind for yourself, because you haven't dropped a project yet, right? I'm gonna say this because who knows? Maybe like you drop a project, bro, and takes the world by fucking storm. And Def Jam call you, Jay call you. Maybe you drop a project and it doesn't. Yeah. But you know what? It don't matter. You remember Nipsey had Marathon. Bullet Ain't Got No Names 1 and 2, and I remember when I heard Volume 2, I told Ski, fucking gosh, why is he not everywhere? Yeah. Bullets Ain't Got No Names Volume 2 was like an album. That was no mixtape, but it came out as mixtape. Yeah. And he didn't blow up. And then he did Keys to This City. My bad, I got to stutter, y'all. I'm not nervous. But he did Keys to This City. Didn't blow up. And for years, you know, I remember thinking like, what? But even when I lost belief in like, okay, Nipsey might not get to where he belongs, that motherfucker never lost faith.
Yeah, he kept going.
That's the marathon. So I say that to you cautiously, because you don't know where the game's gonna take you, but you got it.
You gotta stay down.
You got it. Stay down. Just keep going, bro. I think Longè2k, I think you're gonna be more than just an artist. I actually really see you becoming like a dope songwriter. Yeah. I told Wale the sensei the same exact thing, and I'm not capping. The reason I tell him Wale this is you guys can sing and you can write. Yeah. Which a lot of people can do, but not a lot of people have been through shit.
Yeah.
So because y'all have been through shit, you can write Rihanna a song that she couldn't write for herself.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I'm going to manifest this right now.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You
Put it in the air. It's going to happen.
You're going to write some shit one day that people are going to be like, yo, did you know Longè wrote that shit?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, man. So you're working on a project, you know, as my people say, inshallah, we'll get a good project out of you. Packed in the rental. I keep wanting to say parked. I don't know why I keep wanting to say parked in the rental. It's packed in the rental, right?
Packed in the rental.
Yeah, packed in the rental. So out now. When can we expect? Do you have an expectation for your next single release, or just
and the next single release probably gonna be like in the next 2 weeks.
Hey, next 2 weeks.
Next 2 to 3 weeks for sure.
Okay. Can we get any clues?
I don't want love, I just want loyalty. That shit'll get you killed. I counted out so many times, don't even know how to feel. Show love to my last one, she ain't fuck with me for real. Got the loose ends off, only trust a man up in the mirror.
He said, got the loose ends off of me, trust the man up in the mirror.
So
lyrics, man.
So when you hear the beat and you hear the hook,
I'm sure.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
You know why I didn't say bars? I said lyrics, because you're like you said, you're not a rapper, you're bigger than that.
Yeah.
And so, man, I'm excited to see where your career goes.
Yeah.
Dash is gonna hold you down. Your
Man,
boy
I appreciate
Maiwand's gonna hold you down.
I appreciate that, my dog.
Yeah, if anything, it's because you're from the city.
Yeah.
I'm born in Torrance, so like anyone in LA, bro.
Okay, I got family over there.
I fuck with everything in LA but the Lakers. And I said this 100 times. I do not fuck with the Lakers. Rest in peace to Kobe. Rest in peace to Kobe, but I do not fuck with the Lakers. Celtics for life. Okay. I'm about to lose mad followers.
That's respect, though. At least you ride for yours.
Hey, man, I'm real.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce is my hero.
Yeah. He's a legend.
We'll end this on who's your favorite NFL team? Because I know you're so close with football.
Man.
You got to put it out there.
My favorite NFL team, and this has been since I was a kid. I've been watching football since I was 5. And playing it since the same age as well. It's the Patriots.
Oh, man. No.
It's random. It's weird. I hate telling people. It's the Patriots. It's just since I was a kid, like, it was something about it, like,
I redact all my statements about supporting me over here.
It was just something about it, like, when Drew Bledsoe got hurt, Tom Brady took over.
Oh, so Yeah. I fuck with you then if you were watching
all the way back there, yeah.
Okay, so you didn't jump on after ring 3 or 4?
Nah.
Okay, I fuck with that.
Yeah.
You got lucky.
Yeah.
I wish my team won 6 rings.
Yeah, nah.
12.
I really watched the whole thing from when they beat the Eagles the first time.
Yeah.
And they just like, it was a lot of different things that was going on. Yeah.
I never liked them because I wanted McNabb to win. I'll never forget.
Nah, when they had like Corey Dillon and all them, like, You
remember when Don McNabb choked? 2 minutes left in the game, motherfucker moved it 20 yards.
I remember everything. And like Tom Brady, like he was just so inspiring. Like it just, I don't know.
Tom Brady, tap in. We gotta get 2 people to tap in today. 1 is Tom, 2 is Meek Mill.
Oh yeah, see?
Man, Longè, where can they find you on socials and everything?
LONGE2K_. LONGE2K_ on every social, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram.
All right, everybody. I don't mean to sound like Sweetie, but tap your ass in.
Tap in.
I'm also gonna tell you that accent on your E almost fucked my day up today. you know, Adobe After Effects ain't got no accent on the E. Adobe, you gotta fix that shit, man. I had to do the whole thing to get that on there.
I appreciate you for even caring that much.
Longè2k, man.
That's love.
Enchanté, mon ami.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of French for y'all. Thank you so much, man. I'm excited to see where you go, and we're gonna do this whole thing again when you got the the album ready.
All right, it's been a blessing, man.
When you got the EP ready, I will be right here with another album for you.
Yes, sir.
All righty, everybody.
I really appreciate you.
Hey, of course, Maiwand, Longè2k, Compton's in the house, and we out.